Up, good people? Happy Monday. Hope you're enjoying your Martin Luther King holiday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. How we all doing? But welcome to Montez at Midday. I'm your host, Dre Montez. You can listen to my latest episode of my podcast, Who's to Blame, if you go to dremontez.com. Or if you want to go to where you listen to your favorite podcast at, you can go there as well on iTunes, SoundCloud, as well as Anchor. We're all over the place for you. Got something for you right there. They say thank you to our title sponsor, the Weed Squad. Guys, the Weed Squad is in the building as well. You know we got to do good, people. High fives. Chest bump. Hug it on now. Let's hug it on now. Oh, there we go. Let's hug it on now. I get that family shout out right there. Got to get that in for the fam right there. Yeah, buddy. Capricorn's in the building. Yeah, buddy. So if you're celebrating a birthday today, you know happy birthday. Anniversary, happy anniversary. Promotion at work. Raise at work. New car. New house. New lover. Congratulations to you all. Well, interesting weekend as always. But before I get into the sports aspect of this, I got to talk about what I've seen on television. Law and Order SVU and Family Guy have kind of went away. I didn't see this coming at all. We're going to start with Law and Order first. For one, Ice-T has a fiance on the show now. The lovely, talented, and beautiful Jennifer Esposito. But the last episode of Law and Order SVU took me for a surprise. Law and Order comes on Channel 5, NBC, at 9 o'clock at night. So kids are probably going to see it from time to time. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. Don't know what's going on in your household. But the last episode was so adult rated, and I say X-rated, just adult rated, that I want to know if any of your kids saw that episode, did you have to apologize? You had to change the channel right away? Because there was a scene in the show. This young lady had a full-blown orgasm on Channel 5, Law and Order. I was amazed. What? I mean, if I remember Law and Order used to give us some creativity, put it in our imagination of what's going on when they're looking at something on TV and we don't see it. But not this time. They pretty much let it go full blown and beyond. In my wildest imaginations, I did not ever see that coming from Law and Order at all. But I was like, whoa, this is a new bag of tricks here that they're pulling off right here. It really is. So it's a new bag of tricks. I did not see that coming at all. Had to do a check because we know what happened Friday. I did a whole show Friday and didn't realize that the sound wasn't on. So my apologies again, because I hope you got a chance to hear the original version of the show on Friday, but all systems are a go. But I didn't see that coming from Law and Order at all. I've been watching Family Guy since it came out. And no, I'm not related to Jerome or Cleveland. Good question, though. I like where your head's at. But I love Peter. Peter is like the man. He says what he wants, and he does what he wants. But this episode here as well, Family Guy has always been teetering on that line quite a bit when it comes to censorship. But they offend everybody. They don't just stay in one area. They go all over the place. So this past episode, we all remember when Peter got into it with the chicken. All because the chicken gave him a coupon. Well, yesterday's episode, the chicken is in the hospital. For some reason, Peter is interning as a nurse. And him and the chicken get to talking, and the chicken tells Peter, I'm dying, and my wife left me for a bigger cock. Boy, look here. So, of course, they show this big, huge ass chicken. And Peter says, wow, that's some big cock. What is going on, Family Guy? What is, wow. It was one of those episodes on Law and Order and Family Guy. I was like, holy Toledo. Holy Toledo. Speaking of Holy Toledo, the NFL playoffs. We're now in championship fashion, form, talk, predictions. The I told you so of the NFL season coming to the point we're about to find out who's going to the Super Bowl in Tampa. Did the games turn out the way you thought? Well, one of the games that we discussed at the Man Cave yesterday, shout out to Preacher, Jim, and Man Cave President, T-Mac and Jay as well, that were chiming in about this game here between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. But nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia, stand up. Where you at, Bills Mafia? I've been looking all over for y'all on the news and the column of the sports sections and everything I see online. I see nobody go to jail yet for Bills Mafia. Proud of you. Proud of you. Way to act like a champion. Way to act like a champion. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't see this coming from Buffalo. Kind of with the Ravens going back to the playoffs. But the way the game turned out, who saw that coming? Well, we talked to a couple of Man Cave members. Lamar Jackson is unproven. Can't throw the ball. Rag on, as Devin calls him. Devin made a prediction that they can't run over 300 yards, and Lamar has to throw the ball over 20 times, they're going to lose. They did not have anyone near 300 yards rushing, and Lamar Jackson threw that pick six. He threw the pick six. On Madden, that's an interception. Real life, that's an interception. How did he see a purple jersey when he was throwing the ball to the end zone? You can slow that play down, rewind it, pause it. I don't know what Lamar was throwing at. It was no room. You couldn't have threaded a needle on that. Nope. As T-Mac put it, it would have had to literally been an act from God if he'd have completed that touchdown. It really would have. The other part of Lamar, was he really hurt? Did Lamar really have a concussion, or was he just embarrassed that he failed again on the highest stage to be in when it comes to being an NFL quarterback? Let his team down. He's supposed to be the leader. Take control of this. You can't use your legs the entire season, bro. The playoffs are totally different than the regular season. They are coming up with these defensive schemes out here. These videographers are giving their players, position players, and coaches the right film footage to study and break down, and these guys out here doing their damn job. Who's to blame in that loss? Lamar Jackson. The backup quarterback situation. What was the RG3 situation comments on Twitter? Why did so many people think that RG3 could have came in and saved the day? It seems as though the backup quarterback was thinking he was going to be another version of Lamar Jackson, and it didn't work out that way for the Baltimore Ravens. But here's my question with the Ravens in the offseason. We made fun of this yesterday, but if I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm practicing today. As my man Devin said, leave your shoes at home. You don't need them because you're not running no more. You're going to throw the ball every day. Don't ask me how long we're going to be out here, but this is what we're going to get in. We're going to figure out for you to throw the ball and benefit off throwing the ball. Great athleticism, but arm talent is we got to work on that Lamar in the offseason. Speaking of right now, Lamar, we can't wait when mini camps and all this virtual reality shit open. You need to do this now, my man. Got a lot of confidence in, but I guess we will see. And I also want to know what actually was the game plan for the Ravens going in this. What was that like? Buffalo Bills. Josh, man, I don't know. If it wasn't for the Hail Murray, Buffalo would have a 12-game winning streak. A 12-game winning streak if it wasn't for the Hail Murray. That's how good Buffalo has been playing. I think they're one of the teams, we say it every now and then, that teams are really capitalizing off their greatest attributes in their football IQ from the players and the coaches, and is putting W's out there. So great job again, the Bills Mafia. Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs. Wow. Minnesota, y'all tripping. This dude, he's a one-man show. He has the hands, the speed, the swagger, and it's all coming together. And I hope to see the Bills continue to play great football as they're moving forward and down the line. The Browns and the Kansas City Football Chiefs. Congratulations to the Chiefs. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the Chiefs out there. I know there are a lot of Chiefs fans in this area for some unknown damn reason. Wink, wink. We know why you're a Chiefs fan. Will Patrick Mahomes be okay? Yeah. I think that big toe made a hole in his sock and somebody stepped on his foot. And then I don't know if that was a concussion. Did he get the wind knocked out of him on the choke down tackle? Don't know what happened. Only person knows is Patrick Mahomes. We can speculate. We can slow it down. We can zoom in. We can pause it. But only Patrick Mahomes knows what happened to him. Going into that game, I said the keys would be turnovers, extending the play, and getting to the quarterback. That's what I'd put it listed as keys to the game. Baker Mayfield didn't play a bad game. The officiating in a playoff game was the worst I've seen in quite some time since the Tuck rule. Since the coin flip with the Steelers with Jerome Bettis, that's what I said, but that wasn't a playoff game. Sorry about that. But officiating should be on point. If every touchdown is reviewable, every penalty should be reviewable then in the playoffs. When the stakes are that high, a touchback on a helmet-to-helmet hit, come on, NFL. Come on, man. I'm not saying that would have saved Cleveland or Cleveland would have won the game, but I expect to see the right call being made. Instead, Kevin Stefanski, dude, throw the damn red flag out there and review the right call. What are the people up in the booth doing? Why they didn't radio down to you, throw the red flag out there. You threw the red flag out there on the wrong damn pass to go out there and challenge. It's like they were watching a different game in the booth than what we were watching at home. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. At all. Just that was wild. That was wild as hell. That was like one of the strangest situations I've seen in quite some time when it comes to the NFL officiating. We've seen some bad shit with these NFL officials. But with the technology that we have, I expect them to do their job better. I really do. So hopefully they can clear that up. We're going to hear an apology from the NFL probably by 2 o'clock in the NFL Referees Association. Watch, it's coming. Oh, we apologize for missing that call in the game, in the playoff game. Okay. I'm tired of your apologies. I'm tired of it. I've had enough of your apologies. I don't believe you. And I'm also with this Super Bowl matchup that we could possibly be seeing. I'm kind of with Devin. I don't want to see a defensive struggle in the Super Bowl. I don't want to see a 17-3 game or a 10-6. No, fuck that. I want Big 12 action. Green Bay and Kansas City can both put up a 50 ball. Because we saw what that man, Aaron Rodgers, did to the Rams. I get it. Aaron Donald was not even 50%. But I'm with Lil Wayne. Aaron Donald has no ribs at all. He is a damn Terminator, self-destructing wreck of a beast on that line, but he needed some help out there. He needed some help and didn't get it from that Rams defense. They almost gave up 500 yards. That was insane. I wanted that Lil Wayne's hype song for the Green Bay Packers help them. And green and yellow. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Let me know what you think about that video with Lil Wayne, by the way. Also, with the Rams situation, they got to really talk to Jared Goff. I know he had splints in his thumb, and their game plan was to keep him throwing the ball inside the numbers because it was less strain on his thumb. I get all that, but it didn't work. Green Bay looked like they could score anytime they had the ball. And I don't know how to put this, but Devontae Adams' footwork is like Fred Astaire out there. He's like Gregory Hines tap dancing, Savion Glover, Sammy Davis Jr. Anybody with great footwork, that's who he reminds you of. I bet Devontae Adams can dance his ass off. They say most of the best athletes can dance because they have good footwork. And that man has amazing footwork. But I wonder what the Rams are going to do with this thing here, with this quarterback situation. There's some quarterback decisions, some other teams that need to be concerned. We got the draft coming up, trade opportunities, quarterbacks that look like they're done, maybe have one more year left in the ability to play this game on this level. But the Rams have some issues to really, really attack in this game. I like the 2-point conversion trick play by the Rams. I'm thinking maybe Sean McVay needs to go out and get himself a defensive coordinator that can really, really utilize their strengths as well as their weakness. Can really go after that. That's what I think the Rams really need to do. Number one, defense usually gets exposed when they go against a great offense. So that's what we got a chance to see right there. What did they say? Pain is not good or bad. It's just there. It was one of the quotes they made during the game. I'm glad the Rams lost for different reasons. I didn't want to hear this talking between St. Louis and Kansas City. I definitely didn't want to see that Super Bowl. I would have boycotted it. I wouldn't have watched it. No, 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 no. No, I can't take that's sensory overload. That's worse than when the Cubs won the World Series. Oh God, shut up. Shut up. So I didn't want to see that at all. And the other great cool game, mm, 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 mm. How can I put this? How can I really, really put this situation right here to make it make sense to me and everybody else? Is with that Bills and Ravens game. That game right there was to the point. It showed that the Bills have potential to do this again, do a good run at this. We kind of saw this a little bit if we think back on it when the Cowboys did it, and the Patriots did it. I'm talking doing on a continuous run of making the playoffs and adding great players to the team and making the right draft picks, trades, or whatever. And it looked like the Bills have this thing figured out. Mm, 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 mm. One of those situations. I'd say another situation I'm having a hard time dealing with. Basketball. I think last week, for some strange reason, NBA fans out here thought the NBA Finals occurred when James Harden had his debut with the Brooklyn Nets and he had a triple double. I think the NBA world gave the Brooklyn Nets the NBA championship, and it's not even February yet. So I don't know what's going on. I still want to know how in the hell. I think it's Photoshop. James Harden didn't lose that much weight no damn 2 days. No. And I know boxers do it all the time, Dre. Damn that. No. I got to see this wonder drug that he's taking, this super diet, this training team he's dealing with in Vegas, Miami. Where else has he been going? Texas. He's been all over the place on his getting his treatment. I want to see what this wonder drug and pill is actually do. But I am not on board with that, with giving them the championship already based on one game. I need to see more from this team. Will they void Kyrie's contract? Why is Kyrie so extra? I hope we find out those answers, hopefully before the week is out. We're going to find out something what's going on with Kyrie, because that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Something else that doesn't make any sense to me in college basketball. What's going on with my Kentucky Wildcats? What is it? Is it over with? Well, John, is the coach, is it something wrong with getting the coaching out there to these young players on the collegiate level when it comes to John Calipari? For some reason, he's having an issue this year. I'm not seeing great play out of nobody on the team, and I've only watched 2 games. It's just unbearable to watch. I don't know who this team is. I don't know what they're trying to prove, what they're trying to do. Is it a COVID issue? I need a press conference, and I want all the players to chime in. What do you think the problem is? Okay. What you think the problem is? Okay. And what you think the problem is? Okay. And what you think the problem is? Because we got to figure this thing out. This is up there with Duke when Cherokee Parks was there, and Coach K went out and took his back surgery, and that team looked horrible that year. Horrible. This is kind of reminding me of that time. Does it happen to every, at one time, high-powered school or university? Are they going to have a really, really bad season every now and then? I didn't see this coming at all. Speaking of didn't see this coming, I didn't see the Pam Oliver Twitter conversation taking a toll that it did. But I like the one guy that said Pam Oliver has been doing her thing in sports journalism for a long time as an African American woman. I don't know too many women that can be outside in Green Bay talking about football in that type of weather. She was not drunk, I don't think. I just think she was cold. Her mouth shut down on her. You haven't talked outside in the cold weather. You Chicago people know what I'm talking about. You people in Denver know what I'm talking about. Hell, even Alaska know what I'm talking about. But in the frozen tundra, it's hard to talk. So Pam Oliver, you keep doing your thing, sister girl. You and Christina Pink. Go on, girls. Covering that damn NFL. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Can't believe the comments that people be making about anytime somebody's hair gets out of whack or they're talking kind of funny on television. We automatically assume they're Joe Namath on Susie Colbert on that Monday Night Football game. But Joe Namath was drunk, though. He was drunk. He was shooting his shot at Susie. But that's how it is. So we got our football matchups that we want, huh? Tom Brady and Drew Brees. Wow. Someone was going to lose the game. Unfortunately, happened to be Drew Brees. Who Dat Nation? Shreveport, my man DJ Fat. Hey, you get it right. Now we got to go off and see what Drew is going to do. Drew, don't come back. No. I like when athletes know when it's time to leave. I don't want them to get pushed out by injury, pushed out by old man winter catching up to you. But you've done enough, Drew. You've thrown the ball 80,000 damn yards from Purdue. October 2nd, 1999, the Michigan Wolverines are playing the Purdue Boilermakers, and Tom Brady, in college, terrific time, and the Michigan Wolverines snapped Purdue's 10-game winning streak. Now, we know they're both in the NFL. They both have done great things. But I think as well, if Tampa Bay would have lost, I think Tom would have really had a really, really close look about coming back for one more year. I know he wants to play till he's 45. I get that. But when you lose in what people deem as your final season, it's kind of rough. When you're this close to getting to the Super Bowl, you're hosting the Super Bowl. You got this team in the right spot. That defense is lights out. JPP. Oh man. But that Tampa Bay defense showed up. They showed it. As earlier this year, we were questioning that defensive, offensive line, and it seems as though the questions have been answered. He didn't want to do too much. You have to take what the game is given to you, and I do believe that's what Tom Brady did yesterday. It wasn't a high-powered, octane offense that he put on, but he played smart football. And that's all we want, is smart football play out there from some of these top teams and players sometimes, but terrific time. Got these boys right where they want to be. Now, will the injury bug be a key factor next weekend as both of these guys get together again and we get to figure out who's going to the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay? I already put my vote in and my nod at the man cave that I want to see Green Bay and Kansas City. I think that'd be good. But if Terrific Tom goes back, they're going to change GOAT to just Tom Brady. If he goes back and wins, did you see them breaking down what this man has been doing in the NFL? I don't think nobody saw this coming, from the video footage of him doing the 40-yard dash. When you can throw the ball like that, you don't need to run. Huh? On talent, on strength, go fine and perfectly well together when we're talking about terrific Tom, mama that man again, Tom Brady. You don't see that often, but I'm happy the way all the games turned out. I'm glad everybody's okay. I don't think Lamar Jackson was hurt. I think maybe Patrick Mahomes boy is getting a new haircut, probably a new style to go with his State Farm commercials. I do believe. Don't know. We'll figure it out. Drew Brees, take some time with the family. Figure it out. Lamar Jackson, go to practice. Go to practice. Break down the film. Understand the defense. Take what the game is giving. Take what the game is giving. That's all you got to do. It's that easy. It's that easy. Things are a lot easier the next day. Like Monday morning quarterback, you know how to win the game now. But when the game was actually going on, you're like, wait a minute, how do I win this game? Two things you can't escape, age and injuries. And we're going to find out who's the best one that can get over the hump with these games this week. But a lot of things to look forward to this week. NBA, college basketball, right there. Have a suggestion for you guys to check out there, documentary-wise. It's a little old, but few people have seen it. Some never have. But the Women of Troy, outstanding, outstanding. About the USC basketball team, but it's a little bit more than that. It's about women basketball. I don't know what took so long for the women to get a professional league in the NBA. Because this is what I always said when I was young, real young. When I'm seeing women play college basketball, I always said, where are they going to go to play professional? Overseas. Think how much talent we miss. Because after college, bye. I mean, half of these women are just, they're not, a 6'8" school teacher, you're scared of shit out of the kid. So they want to stay, keep playing ball. And if Cheryl Miller would have tore her ACL, Cynthia Cooper, first lady to do the dubstep. Hell, she went to Italy for 10 years and balled out. Holy crap. Huh? And my girl, Candace Parker. Whew. It's an interesting look about women's basketball. Not just collegiate level, but from the professional standpoint. Some ins and outs, some key figures they're talking to. JaVale McGee, mom and aunt, who played together at USC as well. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Montez at midday. You guys enjoy your Martin Luther King Monday celebration. Check out some programs, or if you're downtown at any of them, take it in. Because back in the day, they always had the Martin Luther King celebration down at Kill Auditorium. Very informative, lots of fun. It was cool. All the schools were involved. I don't think they do that anymore. I think they probably stopped that about 15 years ago of doing that program down there. But hey, you guys enjoy your day, and thanks again for tuning in to Montez at Midday, brought to you by the Weed Squad. That's it right there. And as I always tell you, don't forget to appreciate the details of the day. You guys enjoy. Peace. And we out of here. We out of here. We are out of here.